93 was your last.
93 was my last. You did up to
95.
5 pa. 95 pa. Saan yung 95?
Chiang Mai.
Ay lang.
Oh, I remember Chiang Mai. Didn't we do Chiang Mai? No, I covered that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diba?
The SEA Games?
Yeah,
But that was
I covered that
PTV4.
PTV4. See, those are the things. Like, I remember that. Why do I remember that? I was like, I covered that. Yeah, the Chiang Mai Olympics.
Are you going to be at Tokyo?
I
Hopefully.
don't know. I don't know if they're sending. I don't think CNN would really send.
Yeah.
Diba? It would be PTV4 or Channel 5. Okay, and joining me right now are two of our most bemedaled, most elite, the best of the best, none other than Eric Buhayin, of course, and Akiko Thompson. Thank you so
Yes.
much for joining us today.
Nagsalita. Most bemedaled
Of
din.
course.
Well, it's nice. It's nice for us to be together and, of course, have a brief reunion
Yes.
and, you know, walk back and remember all the glory days as we now celebrate our SEA Games. This is the opening ceremony in the SEA Games. It's happening right now, our 30th SEA Games. Now, you guys love the sport, swimming. I mean, you just love Philippines in general because we have served. I have served and you have
Yes,
served the
yes.
country well. In what way or manner are you still involved with Philippine swimming these days?
Well, I run a swim. These days, I run a swim school, and so but I'm focused more on the learn to swim aspect of it. So yeah, I haven't veered very far away from the water, and I've been doing this since 2011.
That's right. Well, I mean, that's one thing that you know best. I mean,
We know best,
that's
yeah.
where we excel. Ikaw naman, Eric.
Well, actually, I've been away from the sport for 12, 14 years. But now I've been asked many times in the last couple of months to do some swim clinics, talk to the kids, inspirational talk. So I've been doing my rounds. I think I've done 4 regions already in a 4-month period. So it's a nice way to see what's happening in the beginning when we were just kids and seeing how these kids are doing right now. So
I guess in your way, that's one way to give back. One
Yes,
way to give back,
exactly.
pay it forward. I mean, swimming has been so kind to you, so kind to me, and it's like our turn to jump in and help the sport. And you have helped the sport. Both of you have been part of the Philippine Sports Commission.
Yes, that's
and
right.
served in
that's
one
right.
way or another. And maybe, did you end up serving at the same time? No.
No,
what years were you
I was
there?
there from 2001 to 2005.
And I came in 2008 to 16.
Okay, so do tell us, what was it like serving with the
Near
PS?
you.
Well, I was the chairman at that time. So
You're the big boss.
yeah, well, big boss with the biggest headaches. So it was hard. It was hard. You're talking all the sports. You're talking about helping the athletes. But when I was the chairman, I just made it a point that it was athlete-centered. So anything to do with helping the national athletes, I got corporate sponsors to come in, help them out, give extra for the exposures. I think I did a good job in the 4 years that I was there.
How different would you say it is now? I mean, you know what it's like inside. You've been outside and inside. How different? I mean, now the PSC is definitely in the line of fire. How different is it now from when both of you were part of it?
Oh gosh, well, I mean, I'm not there right now, but I think Butch Ramirez is very blessed that he's back, but back with wisdom from his first stint there. So
Yeah.
I think he's able to move faster or just know what to anticipate and expect. Yeah, and I think they're doing a very good job given the limited time with the turnover and everything. So yeah, the people there, they're seasoned. They know they've been
they
doing
know what to do.
most of the people there.
Well, Butch was with me. He was my
Oh, okay.
commissioner
All right.
when I was chairman. And then after I left, he became the chairman, and now this is going to be like his third
Stint.
go
I missed
around.
that
you know.
part.
So
That's right.
he knows what to expect. Kiko was right there, and financially, there's more to work with, and because of that, from what I've been hearing, he's doing a great job with the athletes.
Yeah.
Kasi, Chris, people think it's about just the national athletes, PSC, especially when it's the SEA Games time. But it's not. You have to deal with the LGUs.
NSA, all, just
NSAs,
all different.
So many requests for equipment, etc.
So would you say that would be one of the challenges? Is that there are just so many canals and so many
Yes.
ways to get to the athlete, mga middlemen, just to get to that one
The
person.
Department of Education is one. The Palarong Pambansa, it's also part of the PSC mandate. Batang Pinoy. So all of these things, plus
Elite.
the elite athletes.
Yeah.
So that's how wide the scope is of a PSC commissioner or chairman.
Yeah, and just also the training of the coaches, just leveling them up also. So there's so many different aspects that need to, and fortunately, Butch Ramirez is very focused on the grassroots. That's really very important to him, which is great.
I mean, and I understand that because we were all grassroots.
Yeah.
We all stem from the grassroots. I mean, we trained here,
Yes.
competed here, and eventually, went abroad to study. We all went abroad to study and then come back. But our roots are here.
yes.
So Philippine
Where we
roots.
began.
This is where we began, and we look now at the 30th SEA Games. Projections, they're saying what, 220 golds? So, do tell me, what are your projections? I mean, how do you see swimming? Okay, swimming, we haven't won a gold since 2009.
Yes. Unfortunately,
That's painful. That's 10
That
years.
is painful. That is
10
painful.
years.
yeah. It's for me. It's difficult, especially we get invited to these events that involves the SEA Games, and we'll see our former competitors,
From other countries,
from
yeah.
other countries,
Yeah.
and then we have to explain. We have to explain what's happening to Philippine swimming. So
So what is happening to Philippine swimming?
Wow. you want to keep
I
on going?
think one thing.
We need to know. I mean, the
Yeah,
viewers
yeah.
would need to know because they're going to ask, what happened? But I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's asking the same question.
Siguro, Chris, what I can say is, what I notice is there's a lot of emphasis on scouring the entire universe for Filipinos who can make the team. But yung nandito sa Philippines, our own swimmers are kind of not getting the
Neglected in
attention
a
that
way?
they need. So, and the system of competitions that is happening is medyo magulo. It's all over. There's no unified direction. Everybody's doing their own championships. There's, very seldom do you hear a national championships wherein everybody's invited. So that is affecting.
Because we didn't have that then. We only had one.
We only had one.
We only had
We
one.
swam for
There was
one.
Pisa
direct.
and Pasa at one point. There were two, I remember.
So it was growing. It was growing.
It has grown to
It has grown, okay.
uncontrollable.
So would you agree with Eric's assessment? Of
Yeah,
what
and
is
you know,
happening now?
I mean, I hate to say this, but in a different, I think we would be more involved if things were different. But because they are the way they are right now, we've also kind of not been as more involved. Yeah. So.
Okay, well, take me back. Let's go back. Okay, so I swam in 1981 SEA Games. And then you started when I left. So that was in 1985.
85. Yes.
Right? In
Your last
1980
SEA Games
was your
my
first.
Yes.
And then
When you exited, I came in.
And then you came in
87,
87. Okay, so tell me, let's go back. I mean,
Let's reminisce.
let's reminisce here. Yeah, whole line. What was the highlights or the challenges? Okay, that's too broad. Maybe your most memorable SEA Games.
For me, it was 91.
Okay, so 91, and they call it actually the miracle.
Yeah.
One of the, the miracles of 91. I mean, there was a lot happening then. They weren't sure if they were even going to stage the SEA Games here in 91 with the Pinatubo, and then we had the
Yes.
earthquakes, and then
Yes.
it happened.
Yes.
And you guys happened.
Yeah, right.
We missed the overall championship by one goal.
I
one
know,
goal.
when
Yeah,
you guys
that
happened.
was
So
amazing.
tell me about 91 and what was so special about 91?
Wow. Well, for me, I swam in 85, but in 91, that was my first opportunity to swim in front of our countrymen. And it was, a proud moment. I really, really prepared for it very well. I was dreaming about it while training, looking forward. And I can just imagine the whole stadium being filled with Filipinos and the national anthem being played. So, and then I'm imagining back then, everybody standing, singing Lupang Hinirang, and enjoying that moment. In my head, that was what was driving me every day, train hard every day.
But I'm sure the viewers are also wondering, why? How many golds ba did you win? I mean, you have to let it out. I mean,
I think the most we medaled.
Yes, of course.
That's right.
He was the
Six
most-
golds in the
6
91.
golds.
Yeah.
I mean, kidding me, 6 golds, one person.
One person.
That's not even, wala pang Akiko yon.
Wala pa Akiko.
Let's have Akiko step
No,
in.
but
okay?
mine was also the 1991. And I think because Eric and I at that point had been sent to the U.S. to train, and that was, it was supposed to be a summer, but it extended on to a whole year, and that was hard for us. That was a big sacrifice, and I know he was dreaming about, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but having just adding on to what Eric said, just swimming in front of the home crowd and just feeling the energy,
Oh, yes.
and swimming never really draws a crowd, sadly. But I guess
But that 91, I remember, Rizal Memorial was packed.
Yes.
people were watching from LaSalle on
Yes.
the route. It was just
And why not? They had awesome-looking athletes. I mean,
Was it talking to
talking to you. As I
push you off your chair.
It was just fun.
It was incredible, right? That
Yes.
91 was incredible.
Yeah, there's nothing like swimming for your
In front of your countrymen.
countrymen. They're
But
just-
what does it take to be an Eric Buhayin or an Akiko Thompson? I mean,
Or a
what?
Christine Jacob.
Okay,
Or a
fine.
Christine
But what were the hours and the sacrifices that you had to make? Because we have to make more like you.
Yeah.
For some reason, we're not. I mean,
Yeah.
the factory is closed, and we got to open it up again. So for the athletes watching, I mean, how does one become you?
Well,
Hard work.
Hard work. We trained every day.
explain hard
we
work.
trained every day, 5 in the morning. Then we have to go to class. Then we have to do our schoolwork. Then we have to go back in training in the
But now you
afternoon.
think they have homeschool, so why can't we
Yeah,
do any
maybe
of
they're
those
not
things?
availing of that. I mean, traffic is definitely a concern for parents. When just going, they spend too much time on the
Mm-hmm.
road, so that is a concern. But
But today there are more universities and schools with swimming pools.
Okay.
Unlike when we were swimming, we had to travel. Kasi I went to LaSalle, but our training was in Rizal
So
Memorial.
you have to put in your 10,000 hours.
Yes.
Okay, so you have to be focused. I would assume there's no parties.
yeah, saying no to so many
Saying
things.
no.
Summers, staying behind just to train. There's a lot. And then if you have the opportunity to train elsewhere, you go.
But what is it that you think that the Filipinos have? I mean, right now we are dominating all over the world. For some reason, we are sprouting left and right. Not only whether it be in pole vaulting or gymnastics or ice skating, skateboarding, weightlifting. I mean,
Yeah.
we are starting to sprout. So what is it do you think that Filipinos have? That we're starting to wake up.
Yeah, actually, I think Filipinos were resilient.
I was going to say the same thing, heart and resilient. I mean, we
You
bounce.
just give us a little bit more. Yes, we take advantage of what is given to us.
Imagine
We can
if
make it work.
If
We
we
can
had,
make
we
it
had
work.
every, but I mean,
We swam. I mean, Akiko, were you swimming in Rizal Memorial back
Yes.
then? No, what we swam in Rizal Memorial, and that's dedication.
That is dedication, and we were swimming at a time that we couldn't even see
See the
nothing
the
under,
line, the
nothing under,
markers.
right? I mean, it was just, but we loved it, and I guess that was also the secret as the passion. The passion was there. Now looking at our set of athletes, our swimmers, we have 14 males and 13 females competing, vying for the elusive, gold medal.
I'm hoping we
Will it
break
happen?
that drought.
And not
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm praying.
That's my desire.
they're saying that one of the Phil-Americans are seeded #1 in the 50
Guy,
breaststroke.
yeah.
James Delphine
Yeah.
or something.
Delphine.
So I'm not familiar. I don't know if Akiko's
No,
familiar
nor
with
am
the
I, but
names.
you hear it. Yeah.
I'm familiar with Jessie.
Yeah,
Still
but-
there, and Jasmine.
Yeah,
They're
Jasmine.
familiar names. And of course, si Shandy.
Yeah.
Shandy
Mhm.
Chu was
Local.
And I